For today's video, I really just want to show y'all my makeup routine, my everyday makeup routine, because I don't really do a whole bunch of different things. I'm usually like a basic, either no makeup or a very, very soft glam type of girl when it comes to wearing makeup. And I feel like I've pretty much mastered the look that I like. So yeah, I was like, you know what, why not come on here and give the people a cute little one too, okay? So let's get into it. First things first, I need my hair out my way. So I have this cute little Simba headband I'm gonna put on. My face is already washed and moisturized, and I have sunscreen on because that's what I wear every day to prepare for the day. So boom, like so. Next step, I like to put Carmex on because going the whole way with dry lips, it does not feel right. Okay, now that the Carmex is on, lips are moisturized, hair is out my face, I am going to go in with a primer. A primer, to my knowledge, a primer is supposed to protect your skin. So it's just supposed to be like an extra barrier to the makeup. It's supposed to protect your pores, and you can get different types of primers. You can have like a dewy primer, a matte primer, a primer that's in the middle. I usually do matte primers. I have combination skin. My face can get oily and dry, but for right now I just use matte primer. Okay, so this is the primer that I use. It is Milani No Pore Zone Mattifying Primer. Let's wash our hands. Hands are washed. So a little bit goes a long way. I definitely put it in my T-zone area. And you can see it working immediately. Like, look at the shine up here, and then boom, matte. Just a little bit on my eyelids, even though I don't really put too much makeup over here. I don't really do eyeshadow. So, okay. Once that is on, I just let that sit there for a little bit, and then we're gonna go into our concealer. By the way, you guys, this is an affordable drugstore makeup look. So everything you see, I pretty much got from the beauty supply or like a Walgreens, a drugstore of some sort. Do I want to try the more expensive products? Yeah. Do I need the expensive products to get the job done? No. So for now, until it's in my budget to go a little bit more expensive, we're gonna be using HD concealer in the tone Coffee, and I mix that with the LA Colors concealer in the tone Yellow, and I combine these to make my concealer that I'm gonna use for my under eyes, my forehead, my chin. It'll make the perfect shade, especially for summer. For winter, I probably could get away with just using this one, but I'm still in my summer shade, so I have to mix. So once that's mixed, I go ahead and just put it under my eye. Put a little bit in the center of my nose, on my chin. Right here and a little bit up here, and then I put a little under my eyebrows, but we're gonna do that last. Let this sit for a little bit, marinate. A hack that I learned from a makeup artist: when you just want to do a quick little touch-up clean of your brushes, if you haven't had time to fully and thoroughly clean them, you could just do, I have it, oh yeah. So in here I have some alcohol. I think this is 70%, but 90% dries faster. I put a little bit on a paper towel and I wipe the brush on it just to clean it from the last look. And then before I start patting the concealer out, I spray the brush with this setting spray, which is also matte. I just spray that on my brush and then go into patting so that everything is just mattifying and setting as I go. So I sprayed it. We're gonna go ahead and pat, pat, pat. I try to do more patting than dragging, so I don't like wipe like this. I try to just pat where the concealer is. And I go up into the corner a little bit. Like so. And then, of course, same to the other side. Clearly, I'm looking in the mirror behind the camera because it's just not gonna turn out right if I use the camera as a mirror, you know? Pat it all the way down. Go down to the chin. Pat, pat, pat. Cool. Upper lip. Get that shadow out of here. Boom. And then forehead. Boom. And excuse my hands if they're ashy. I just wash them so they're clean. But it's okay, trust the process. I know it doesn't look all the way blended, but we'll get there. And then I go pat this down. All right. Everything's patted down. Doesn't look too light. Like I like it. So the next thing I use is this double-sided brush One side with a spoolie, one side with an angled flat bristle brush that I'm gonna use to highlight underneath my eyebrows. So I brush them up first. And I have micro shading ombre brows. So I got them so that I wouldn't have to do too much all the time. So I don't really ever do my eyebrows for real. I just kind of clean them up on the outside. So after brushing them up, I go in with the same concealer and I just trace underneath. Once you got that nice little outline, I go in with this brush again and I just blend it out. Blend it out. And then I do the same with the other side. Blend. So these eyebrows are basically done. Sometimes I'll go in and fill in the actual brow, but a lot of the times I don't. So next, of course, I went like, got my fingers dirty. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is just use the same concealer we used to mix for the brightness. I actually use this for my foundation too. I don't really put it around my whole entire face, but I just kind of spot treat. So just go around my face and just cover spots that I see. Nothing too crazy. Put a dot like right there, right there. And then I'll take a brush, go ahead and spray the brush, and blend what I just put down. Like I said, this is like a no makeup look. So I'm not expecting it to be full coverage. I just wanted to cover the blemishes, honestly. So I'm not scared to go into the concealer either as I'm blending it in. The foundation is laid. Next, we're gonna go into the bronzer. I use Fenty Beauty. I use Fenty Beauty 420 Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation for my bronzer. So we're gonna go in. This is a Eco Tools brush. My eyebrow itches. Go in with the bronzer and just go in where you contour your cheekbones. I go right up in here and brush upwards. I also learned that it's good to brush upwards from two different makeup artists. I go up on my forehead, like so, on the perimeter. Go back down into the cheek. Then to the other side. Into the forehead. And then I kind of do a U on my chin area, leaving this space where I put the concealer and just contouring around. Like that. Now my face doesn't look as washed out from all the concealer I just put on. Okay. Oh, then I go in with a smaller brush for the nose contour. I use the same thing. I just start from the brows. See that? And then I go over to the end of my eye to warm up my eye. Same thing for the other side. Start from the nose into the eyebrow and then go straight across to the end of my eye. Okay. Adds dimension, people. Then from there I go down to the nose. I just create 2 lines like that. And I do go underneath. So I have that middle line of concealer and then I brush down along the sides and underneath. The next thing we're gonna do is the setting powder. And we're gonna put the setting powder where we put the concealer. Under the eyes, forehead, down the middle of the nose, and the chin. And this is Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder in Banana. I like using this brush. This is what it looks like. And we're just gonna dab, dab, dab. This kind of takes away some shine too. It does take away shine. Blend, blend, blend under this eye. Under the chin. And forehead. Boom. I have contour, highlight, setting, and then a little right here. One of the last steps is blush. My blush has been causing havoc in my makeup bag. The top fell off, and so now everything is just pink and powdery. But I don't want to let it go because I just don't want to let it go. It gives me what I need to give, and I feel like there's a lot left in here to use. So I go with my brush, dab, dab, dab. And I don't want too much because sometimes I do have blush blindness and I look like a clown. But we're gonna go right above, I go right above the contour, right above the bronzer. And I just kind of go in this area above the brow and on the cheekbone. Same with the other side. Cheekbone above the brow, like so, and then a little on the nose because it's cute. Then I'll go in with highlighter. I got this from Five Below. It came in a 3-pack. So it came with the blush stick, the highlighter stick, and it also came with a bronzer stick, but the bronzer was too light for me. So I really just used the blush and highlighter. So I just go in and highlight my nose like that, and then the tip, just to emphasize where I put the concealer. And then I just use my finger to kind of blend it. And then I go on the cheekbones, so my cheekbones glow. Same with the other side. Blend it in. Then, not on the last step yet, almost. This is second to last. I spray my face with this. Make sure the makeup lasts all day. And then the very last step is mascara. I do the setting spray I do the setting spray before the mascara, because so many times I've learned the hard way with putting mascara on, putting the setting spray on. Mind you, I have to close my eyes, put the setting spray on so it doesn't get in my eyes. And then now there's mascara running, dripping everywhere. So I do setting spray and then I go in with mascara. I'm gonna do mascara off camera because I cannot do it on camera. So this is the finished look. Period. Gonna put my hair down and show y'all the final look what the hair did. Okay, y'all, I let my hair down. This is the finished product. Don't mind my shirt, it's a little wet from my hair. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like to use drugstore makeup? Do you like to use more high-end makeup or both? What would you like to see more of on this channel? And I'll see you next time. Bye.